Arsenal is directed by Stephen C. Miller and stars Nicolas Cage, John Cusack and Adrian Grenier. So this is my first film review of 2017, and I thought, maybe a straight-to-video Nicolas Cage movie would be a good way to ease me in. I don't really know why I thought that in retrospect, but here it is anyway. The basic plot is that Adrian Grenier plays this very nice, very normal family man, very boring family man in fact, and his older brother, who's kind of a loose cannon, gets involved in a drug deal which goes wrong, and gets him on the wrong side of a drug kingpin played by Nicolas Cage. So now, Adrian Grenier has 4 days to find $350,000 or his big bro is gonna be dead. So yeah, this is not in any way an original plotline for a movie. We've all seen films like this 10, 20, 30, 40 times before. And on top of that, this is a Stephen C. Miller movie. So if you've seen any of his films before, which you may not have, to be fair, you'll know what you're getting into. Arsenal currently has, at the time of this recording, it has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which it's almost impressive. It's so hard to get that score in a film. And in the context of this film, I think you would need such a strong tolerance for crime thriller cliches to get through it, even though there is the obvious appeal of Nicolas Cage losing his shit. I mean, what can I say about this film that's actually legit good? I mean, the cinematography's kind of okay at times, but the color grading is legit bad. It's not good. And it makes the film look just very ugly. The worst thing I can say about this film is it's just incredibly boring. You would need to be asleep to not guess how every beat of the plot pretty much goes. So there's not really much point talking about any more of the plot, because you're going to know how it goes anyway. So what about the violence? Well, there's a fair bit of gore in this movie, but it's not very well done because it's too over the top. And I know certain filmmakers, they intentionally do that. It's a style, and that's fine. Tarantino is fantastic at it. Here, not so much. Here, it's silly and it's laughable. Like, there's a scene where a guy gets shotgunned across a room, and we get this slow motion shot, and there's tons of slow motion in this movie, where it kind of closes in on the guy's crotch area as a bunch of shotgun shrapnel just fires through the poor dude's nutsack. I mean, it's ridiculous. The only people who should really consider watching this are fans of Nicolas Cage, and I don't mean Leaving Las Vegas Nicolas Cage, I mean recent straight-to-video Nick Cage. Because one cool thing though is he reprises basically his role from the cult classic 1993 film Deadfall, and the director Stephen C. Miller, he actually confirmed this on Twitter, which is kind of cool. This is basically another fantastic Nicolas Cage straight-to-video performance. He's got this ridiculous bowl cut. What else? He's got a moustache that looks like it's about to fall off in most of the scenes. He's even got a prosthetic nose. What am I missing? He's got this ridiculous, exaggerated voice as well. And, yeah. Okay, one of the best moments occurs early on when he dry humps a baseball bat. Vigorously, I might add. Just before he beats someone to pieces with it. And that, I feel like that sets the tone for both his performance and the rest of the movie. But at the same time, I can't recommend the film on his performance alone, because firstly, he's not in it that much. And secondly, you could save 85 minutes of your life if you just watch a montage on YouTube in like a few weeks' time when someone makes the effort to make it. And remember, I said John Cusack's in this film, yeah? Well, I'd say he's in it for about 10 minutes. He plays a detective who's trying to help Adrian Grenier sort everything out. But I can't remember the last time I saw an actor who looked so embarrassed to be in a film. He wears sunglasses for the entire film pretty much, and he's got this black hoodie on, which I assume is just his street clothes. I doubt costume put him in that. I just hope it bought him a nice car or something. I don't know. And finally, there's good old Vinny Chase himself, Adrian Grenier, who, let's be honest, hasn't had a great career outside of Entourage, which I'm a big fan of. But yeah, he's really miscast here. Like, he's not terrible, it's just his character is quite boring, and he can't get past that. And yeah, he was miscast, and that's a shame for him. I feel like the optimal way to watch this film is either drunk, high, or just as white noise while you're doing something more worthwhile, like the laundry, I don't know. You shouldn't be surprised that it's this quality, because obviously it's a straight-to-video movie starring Nick Cage and John Cusack. So that's really all there is to say. Like, it's exactly what you expect from the poster and the trailer. I obviously didn't choose this film as my first of 2017 because I thought it was going to be good. Nevertheless, I think Arsenal is going to scrape a 4 out of 10 for me, mainly because of the Nick Cage shenanigans. Without him doing what he does, it would be an easy 3. Yeah, that's it really. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll be here from dusk till dawn.